So today's episode opens up with her actually facing a court of inquiry. Well done so far, you might say. She's actually going to face consequences for going AWOL and getting multiple pilots killed. And all's going swimmingly. I mean, you know, they keep saying, she keeps arguing that Thrawn's coming. And when they ask for evidence, she says, I ain't got any. Now we're 7 episodes in. 7 episodes in. Where's the fucking holotapes? Where's the footage from episode 1 that shows 2 fucking Dark Force users slicing and dicing a New Republic ship? That's going to lend credibility to your argument. But no, she starts giving it some. Right, when all said and done, if I can get it up, this dude here, he is bang on the money. I see a general who abuses her authority for personal gain. Absolutely. At every turn, she is used being a general. I'm a general. I automatically get access to see this classified shit. No, you don't, love. No, you don't. You don't. Just because you're a general, even a general is still part of a fucking machine. There are still people above you. So this guy is absolutely bang on. And she should be court-martialed. But she's not gonna be, because we know that women do not face consequences in Disney shows, be it Marvel or Star Wars. We know there's no consequences to your action. And what happens? Fucking 3PO comes in a minute. Here we go. With a bullshit fucking get out of jail card of fucking Leia. Oh, she's been acting under the Defense Secretary's instructions this whole time. Everyone knows that's bullshit. Everyone in that room knows it's bullshit. But you couldn't let her face consequences to her actions. You just had to get her off it. What kind of a message is this sending to young women? Now, this is definitely aimed at, because it's not aimed at boys. It's primarily a boys' property, TV show, audience. But this isn't what it's aimed at, because there's no positive male role models. There ain't many fucking positive female role models either, I would argue. But anyway, C-3PO gets her, she gets off the hook. Fucking Mon Mothma says, are we really in the shit? And she says, yeah, and we best get ready. Did they get ready? Only time will tell. But the First Order's coming, so we know they're not going to get ready. We know they're not. Right? I know you have to argue why the First Order rose to power. And I'm guessing they're trying to draw parallels to the Weimar Republic. Germany in the 1920s and 30s. But you're making the Weimar Republic look freaking competent here. And they weren't. So anyway, we've had one set of key jangling with C-3PO. And now we get Anakin Skywalker. Woo! I can hear the shills now. I know that some of them even orgasmed a lot, came a little bit, gushed a lot more. Because of course they have. Now, I'm sure this could have been a good scene if it were done properly in a decently written, competent show. But it's not. And I don't care. It's nice to see him back, but the fucking ship sailed by now, and they're going to be saying, oh, it's Anakin, he's back, as though he wasn't in the fucking show 2 weeks ago, or in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. So, there we go. Anakin's in it. Woo, key jangling. This is important, because this is to distract you. Because they're about to drop out of hyperspace, you know, and then they fly into a minefield has been laid. A minefield that looks a lot like the training probes, but I digress. But the whales have dropped out of hyperspace into this minefield that wasn't there last week, and we don't know how much time has passed. But it wasn't there last week, and it seems to be in straight lines when you see it looking forward. So you should be able to have a clear path. Look, they're not exactly fucking here, there, and dotted around, are they? But anyway, shooty, pew, pew. Don't think. Because what's coming later is, absolutely fucking stupid. But anyway, they land. And, oh, look, it's Ezra and Sabine. Space Jesus. Oh, well, you've seen the memes, haven't you? You must have seen the memes. At one point, it was Obi-Wan who was Jesus. Now, this guy's definitely Jesus. But, anyway, they're having a talk, and I don't care. Because she's still absolutely flat out refusing to say, yeah, we probably can't get home. Oopsie, my bad. But, she's not helping. Her is commanding a fleet. I don't know if she was commanding the fleet. She was part of the fleet. Oh, well, anyway. So, now we have Admiral Thrawn has called on the Witchy Woos to find Ahsoka Tano, who is hidden in the whale graveyard thing. Right. So, he has the ability to use the Witchy Woos to pinpoint someone's location so that he can destroy them. Hang on a minute. Why hasn't he used this against Ezra? He's known where Ezra is all this time, or he's had a fair idea. Now he can get specific coordinates. Why did he never do that? Presumably he's been to this place more than once. This isn't his first time here. We know it's not. So why? And he knew Ezra's estimated location without the Witchy Woos. But now with the three, Agid sisters, he could use their magic, whatever, locate a spell, whatever you want to call it, and kill Ezra. Not only kill Ezra, he could do it to kill Sabine. 2 Jedi, 1 stone, all gone. So why don't he? So I like this little scene. I really did. Full shot for this one, and I like it because he's saying goodbye to her. Kill Sabine and Ezra and go take your place in the coming empire. Your path is different than mine. Now, what does that mean? We don't know yet going forward. I said in the previous review that I don't think he's guaranteed to be evil. I still think that's the case. I think he's possibly, even though he fights Ahsoka in this, I possibly wonder is he fighting her for the privilege to fight Thrawn, if that makes any sense. He wants to be the one to defeat Thrawn. Because although he senses power, I think he doesn't think that it's Thrawn, if that makes any sense. So we get 2 simultaneous fight scenes. We have Ezra and Sabine fighting off Shin and, well, the red shirts. They're all red shirts, aren't they? Let's be honest. And we have Balin fighting Ahsoka, round 2. There's not much to say. I mean, I've said it enough times now that, like it or not, these are the best fight scenes we're going to have from Disney Star Wars. But it's a low bar, and like I said, it's one up from a CW fight. Now, I've been spoiled in the past. I really have. I've been spoiled. I've been watching Warrior. I've watched 3 seasons of that. Now that is top tier everything. Direction, writing, choreography, acting, fucking, even costumes and set design, whatever, top tier. So that's always going to be better than anything Disney can produce. And Disney has all the money in the world. But I liked it. I liked this scene a bit. And I'll give him a dues. Again, Balin is overpowering Ahsoka, I think. He's physically much stronger than her, we know that. Is he possibly stronger than her with using the Force? Well, he definitely has dark side abilities that she shouldn't have access to. But Disney Star Wars, you can use the Force for whatever the Force needs you to use it, whether you've done it in the past or not, as we've seen Ahsoka do in the past, where she can just do random shit. So, anyway, he doesn't beat her, she doesn't beat him, it's a draw because Hu Yang comes flying by in the Starfighter. So, 1-1. I think that is 1-1. Right, now, I've seen some review people on Facebook, you know the kind of people, the shoes, and they've said, why doesn't Ezra want his lightsaber back? Well, they've theorized the reason Ezra doesn't want his lightsaber back is because he's going to be rusty. He's out of practice. He's not used one for 7 or 8 years or however long the time jump is, because it's 7 years after Endor and he's been gone longer than that. But you know what I'm saying? He's not been used to a lightsaber, so he's let her use it. Now then, if you watch Rebels, you saw him training with a piece of wood. So tell me, for those that say he's out of practice, does he not have access to sticks on this planet? Emotion. We'll see emotion. Fucking hell. They've learnt how to emote. They've been told you're allowed to crack a smile. Now, why? I'm not stuttering, I'm just puzzled. Why is Ahsoka and Ezra's reunion more warm and welcoming and looks like they've been long lost friends longer than his and Sabine's? I mean, if you saw it last week, they barely fucking hugged. They barely said hello. And this one's all cracking smiles, hugs and everything. I don't get it. Why is there more going on here than there was previously? Now, one would assume that seems like they needed the space whales to get there, they're going to need the space whales to get back, are they not? That's going to be very, very coincidentally the space whales just so happen to be going back the same way. Now, look, I've been critical a lot of this episode, alright? But if you look at it, it's almost 40 minutes long. 40 minutes long, and the only things that have happened is she's reunited with Sabine and Ezra. Hera faced no consequences whatsoever to her actions. And Admiral Thrawn, the tactical genius, is he really a tactical genius? Is he really going to bring back the Empire? He had a Star Destroyer. It might have been a bit loud, I do apologise. He had a Star Destroyer. He's had witches that can pinpoint their locations. Even right now, he has witches that can pinpoint their location right now, right as that's happening. And yet he's not raining down fire. Why? Why isn't he raining down fire? He could use them witches now and take them three out, just like that. faster than Thanos' snap. He could, but he hasn't done. He isn't doing. Guaranteeing. I don't know if next week is the last episode, but guarantee he isn't going to do it at the beginning of the episode, is he? So what's going on? Tactical genius, my ass. Fucking hell. He could kill him. But I said, that's it. It's all flash in the pan. It's just, instead of people aren't going to think about the story overall, right, which was 40 minutes that could have been done in half an hour tops. Half an hour tops. 20 minutes pushing it. It didn't need to be half an hour this. They probably should have done this in so we've got 8 episodes. You could have done this in maybe, 2.5-hour films. Something like that. So a total of 3 hours, but over, but give us a film version. Something that looks, because you've already gone for the cinematic feel with a lot of it. Because once again, visually, it looks alright. It looks good. But, and I've noticed she hasn't had, if you remember, when she had the first fight with Shin, her helmet came off. She still hasn't she didn't either pick it up or it's still not on. So the show was telling you, at least up to now, she had to let go of a Mandalorian side to become a Jedi. But other than that, what happened? Nothing of consequence really happened. Thrawn thinks he's won and he hasn't. This would be winning. Killing him right now. But anyway, I digress. 40 minutes of they come out of hyperspace. Ever faces no trouble. She's reunited with Ezra and Sabine. The end. And that took 40 minutes. Who's the tactical genius? Dave Filoni or fucking Thrawn? I really don't know. Anyway, am I wrong? You let me know in the comments. I wanted to like this. I wanted to give it a fair try, but it's not giving me a fair try. It's not giving me anything that I can root for right now. And I know, people will have fucking nerdgasmed over seeing 3PO. I guarantee it. They'll have fucking come all over themselves. And they'll have done the same with the Anakin Skywalker tapes. All flash, no substance. Anyway, that's all for me. Bye for now.